everyone, this is Intuitive Edge. Welcome to my channel. This is where we take an intuitive look at what's going on in our world. So today I want to take a look at the stock market in relation to the coronavirus. Now, I've done some videos previously on this virus and got the impression that it would not be the great pandemic for the United States that it was portrayed, that we might think. So I may do a follow-up on that as well, but I want to specifically look at the stock market because that seems to have taken a big hit. So let's take a look at that. I'm going to shuffle up the cards and we'll get started. Okay, so I laid out 10 cards. When I look at the cards overall, the positions on the future, on the outcome, on the situation itself, we have some very strong cards, which tells me that the market looks strong overall, but there are some uncertainty cards that are showing up as well. So I'm going to go through these and we'll try to see where we are with the market, if it's going to recover. So let's take a look at this. The first card out is the Empress. This is a major arcana. This is the issue. When you think of the Empress, this is security, feeling content and taken care of. Now, it's crossed by a reversal of the Star, which is the card of hope. These are both major arcanas. This can be like upside down. It can be like a false hope or losing hope or fears. So that is playing into fears against that feeling of needing security or being secure. Now, up above this, we have what we know. And I've got the reversed Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups, I'll show it to you reversed. This card is about needing to walk away from something, having to give up or move on. That, to me, would indicate the sell-off that we're seeing. People selling off, getting out of their positions, whatever. Now, what led up to this, I've got another reversal of a cup. This is the Three. Now, this card here is the card of friendship, and this is like a disassociation, a parting of the ways. It can be a feeling of isolation, not feeling like you're part of a successful venture. And that precipitated that Eight of Cups reversed, that having to move on, get out of harm's way, so to speak. Now, heading into the past, we have the Hanged Man reversed. Now, this is a card of holding something back, kind of the rules changing. And I get the sense of, when I look at this, I feel like there's like holding someone holding something back. Like something about wanting to not play by the rules or wanting to move past rules created by others, create your own set of rules, trying to manage things on your own. I say you as kind of a broad term, but this energy is moving into the past. So maybe that energy of feeling like you have to make up your own rules as you go along, that's interesting. This is also the card of self-sacrifice, of giving something up to gain something. But as a reversal, it complicates that a little bit. So kind of that self-sacrifice, that altruistic motivation is now kind of hampered with the idea that you have to go it alone or make up your own rules. Now, moving from that into the future position is the Queen of Cups. Now, this is actually good. It's upright, so it's a grounded energy. That's actually a nice card to have on the future. So I think that as this kind of works itself out, and that energy of needing to go your own way and the sell-off energy and that feeling of isolation and needing to adjust. It's that Empress on the beginning, and I'll show you the whole spread when I'm done here, but that Empress and the Queen of Cups looking back at that Empress is further solidifying the foundation there. That feels strong to me in the midst of that kind of what's going on around it. There's still a solid base there. Now, what lends me to believe that further is we've got the Sun card. This is next. This is on the position of the market now, which is interesting. We've got the Sun. Now, the environment around the market, however, is this card, the Three of Swords reversed. So the Sun, the market itself with the Sun card, the Sun is the most positive card in the deck, and it's a major arcana. It does have this overshadowing it at the moment, which is what we see happening. But having this underneath, this Sun card, tells me that the market overall, I think, will bounce back from this. There's enough of a solid base with that Empress card that I don't think this is like, I don't think this is a permanent thing, but it certainly is overshadowed with this card of heartache and fear, betrayal, loss. Okay, that's the environment right now in the market. Now, in the next position is the Wheel of Fortune card. This is the card of karma, fate, destiny, things put in motion that can't be stopped, things that are happening regardless of, there's the power of what this card represents is things moving, things in motion. We can't stop it, okay? Now, what this tells me is that things have to work themselves out. But with that card of fate and destiny and karma about it, this card tends to cycle back and circle back, that energy of that karma circling back. It's also a major arcana. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas in this spread. No, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll show them to you at the end again. But that wheel there in that kind of hidden fears or wishes of what you're wanting to see, this is like we want to see the market kind of return back, that energy of cycling back and returning back. I think that's where people want to see it end up, is back where things are going in the right direction again. And having that card of karma there, I think, indicates that it'll come back. Now, I'm focused in on this card. I'll show it to you again. I'm focused in on this card with this little devil creature. Okay, I feel like this is kind of representation here of the fears that people have that are kind of underlying this cycle that people are hoping to bring back, that things will move back in a good direction. But there's that little kind of devil kind of feeling like is it going to work, or are we going to be, is this little kind of impish, devilish thing going to keep things kind of cycling in the wrong direction for a while? That may be the case. But again, the Wheel of Fortune is, that energy is strong enough to break out of those cycles. So I think we can see a shift or a change eventually with this card into a more positive direction. Now, the culmination card, final outcome. What is the final outcome of all of this with the market? Now, we've got the Emperor card. This is a card of strength, authority, taking ownership. A very strong card to have on the ultimate outcome. This with the future card being that Queen looking back on the Empress, that stability, that nurturing strength, and the Sun card on the market overall. I really think that this will probably at some point cycle back around with that Wheel of Fortune card back into a more positive direction. There is some sadness and volatility with the Three of Swords and the 8 and the 3 of Cups reversed. So I think that's going to still have to kind of play itself out a little bit. But I do think we will see that strength of the market begin to come back at some point. Now, I don't know time frame. I don't know, if it's going to be a month or 6 weeks or longer or what. But the overall strength is there, and I do think it will come back at some point. So for those of you, if you can stomach the tidal wave right now and hang in there if you're in the stock market, probably isn't a time to jump ship, because these things do tend to cycle back around, and things will probably be going in a new direction, a better direction. It might take a little bit of time, but we'll see. Okay. All right. So I just wanted to give kind of an overview of what's happening with the stock market. So it looks overall, big picture, I think things are okay, but right now there's a lot of volatility, and so we'll see how this plays out. Okay. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll catch you next time. This has been Intuitive Edge. Bye for now.